Hi friends, welcome to Tech ARK IT YouTube channel. My name is Ravi. In this video session we are going to see that NMCLI command line interfaces, so the NMCLI command, how we are using this NMCLI command on the RHCL7 to create the profiles and modify the profiles. And NMCLI is a command line tool for controlling network manager and reporting network status. It can be utilized as a replacement for nm-applet, so the other graphical clients, so which is actually a very useful tool, or the whenever you are actually working in RHCL5 or RHCL6. On previous video I have shown you that how this network profiles has been introduced on the RHCL7, and those profiles how we can create without editing any configuration files, and you can modify the IP addresses and DNS address, and like automatically connect the DHCP settings, user permissions, and configuring the Wi-Fi settings. Like you can directly configure or connect the Wi-Fi using this NMCLI tool directly, so that it can manage the network connections manually. So which can be shown you that okay, how this NMCLI is going to be work. So what are the commands it has? So there are so many commands actually, so but basically I'm going to show you only the few out of it. Okay, example here is this, here are the best example. I can see that NMCLI connection, like you can show up, down, modify, add, edit, clone, delete, monitor, reload, load, import, export. So all these options you can do for only for the connections, not for the devices, or not for the Wi-Fi or other stuff. So there are so many other stuff also associated with the NMCLI command, but I'm not going to show you all this stuff. I'm going to show you only this related to this examination stuff, but later point I will create other videos to show you that more important stuff on this NMCLI connections, for how you can do a Wi-Fi stuff or other stuffs using this NMCLI. Okay, so this is the example how NMCLI connection you can use NMCLI command. Okay, so first of all, what the thing over here it is that NMCLI, okay, you can simply type NMCLI and general status, which means that the generally what are the connections, or the connectivity is enabled, and what is the connectivity is running, whether it is connected or not connected. Okay, all these statuses can be showing you in a single status output, which is called Wi-Fi is enabled, and double LAN is enabled, and all this hardware connection is enabled, connectivity is running on fully, and state is connected. So this simple command will show you that all the details of how the NMCLI command is going to be work. Okay, the next one is that NMCLI general logging. So it is going to be show you that how many stuffs are there over here, protocols and all the stuff. Okay, and NMCLI device status or dev status also you can type in a shortcut. So this is the where you can get the information about the how many network devices you have, which means that the NIC cards you have on the system, and how many devices are currently connected, or how many devices are managed, not managed. Okay, and which are the devices sitting idle, which is not connected to any connectivity, all this stuff you can see. So this is only the single status, but if you want to see the troubleshooting stuff, all the details you can see in details by typing the NMCLI device show. Okay, and provide the device name over here, so it give you the more details about this device, particular device. Okay, what is the device and type of device and MAC address, and what is this MTU connectivity by default is 1500 actually. Okay, status whether it is connected or not. If it is not connected, why it is not connected, which means that you have any cable issues over there. Okay, what is the IP address, gateway, all the stuff is going to be show over here itself, right? That is the single step you can see about the devices. Okay, or what about the connection profiles? Okay, NMCLI connection show will give you the connection status, like what are the currently connection profiles are there, and those profiles, whether how many profiles got activated. So at any point of time, which means that if you have 3 devices, 3 profile can be activated, or if you have only one device, one profile can be activated on that device, which means that one device equal to one profile can be activated, but n number of profiles you can create it, but you can only activate one profile on these systems. Okay, which means that only one stuff you can work. Okay, see this, like how number of profiles you can create over here. Like I have ENS profile and I have one profile, and I have another profile called bridging profile. This bridging profile works actually whenever you install the VMware, actually with by default install. Okay, that's different profile over here. So if you want to create some profiles and create some IP address and do the connections over here. Okay, let's see that what is your IP address currently. So currently it is 140. So I'm going to create one more profile with 141 and assign all these DNS and all the stuff, and activate that profile and connect from that remotely. Let's see that how it works. Okay, so now what I'm going to do over here, it is that NMCLI connection add. Okay, add the connection, and type is Ethernet because we are not using any other connection over here. Okay, and connection name, currently I'm using the connection name, maybe this is for RHCSA, right? Or I'm just using tech ARKIT over here. And if name I'm going to use this ENS by default, that is the device name, in the sense interface name we have to use over here. And method, okay, so I'm not using any method over here, just create the connection and see. Okay, there is no privilege because I have to use sudo over here. Okay, connection got created, and you can see that NMCLI connection show, which can show you that true purpose got created. Okay, but I am going to delete NMCLI connection, delete one of the connection name is, I don't want to do this. Okay, deleted, both the profiles got deleted. Okay, I'm going to use this one, NMCLI connection show. Okay, currently one profile is created. So now I'm going to assign this IP address and gateway, all the information to this profile, and I'm going to activate this profile. How it's going to work, see that. Okay, NMCLI. So in order to modify the connection, you have to use NMCLI connection modify. Then connection name, which connection you are going to modify, which means that which profile you are going to modify, the profile name. And I'm going to say IPv4 addresses, and 192.168.2.141 is the IP address I'm going to show you. But in RHCSA, if you give the IP address, you have to provide the subnet mask also, followed by the what are the subnet mask you have on your environment or your IP. You can ask your network engineer to provide, or by default you can provide /24 is the subnet mask which is. And I'm going to assign the gateway 192.168.2.2 is the gateway IP address, and I'm going to assign this DNS. Okay, 192.168.2.2 is my IP address, and I'm going to do a additional DNS address, adding additional DNS address, which is 4.4.4 for communicating with the internet and get the internet connection over here, and I say connection auto connect yes, which means that whenever I switch on this connection, so whenever I reboot the machine, it's automatically it should connect. Or I'm going to say that IPv4 method, okay, which is manual, which means that I'm going to do a manual IP address. I'm not going to obtain this IP address from any DHCP over here. Okay, this is what the command says, that okay, you are going to create the configuration file for take ARKit profile. Oh, sorry, do not have the privilege to create. Okay, now, and go over here /etc/sysconfig and network scripts and say if cfg the profile name. So this is the file got created with that command, above command, and this command is similar like what we were creating manually on RCL5 or RCL6. Okay, here you no need to do that stuff, right? First of all, connect this profile and see how it works. Okay, now just I'm using nmcli connection over here, connection, bring up this connection. Okay, so which is going to be bring up this connection, but I may lose this connectivity over here because I have connected in a different profile over here, right? So I have to log into that machine here graphically. Login over here. You can see that now, so that the new profile got activated over here. nmcli connection show. See this, the new profile is got activated, and now you can see that the IP address is changed from 192.168.2.140 to 141. Okay, so like this you can change your connections. Okay, but if you are on remote machine, okay, don't try this, because if you do not have the console access, because you may lose the IP address changes, then you cannot able to reach that server directly. Okay, that's why. So this is my VMware machine, so which is I can have the direct console access over here. That's why I changed the profile connection over here. That's not a problem, because I can directly log into that VM and check it up if the connection has been lost. Okay, but if it is your remote machine, then you cannot do the IP address changes directly, which affects a lot of stuff over here. Okay, this is what you can do, all these connection modifications and nmcli connections, and you can bring up the connections. Okay, nmcli connection show over here. See this, the connection has been changed. So now you can go to /etc/sysconfiguration file and network scripts and if cfg, and you can see that the old profile, okay, the old profile is still over here, so which is also enabled with IPv6 version over here. Okay, which is also there, and you can also see that similar way the new profile. Okay, both look similar, and the IP address is changed. This is 141 over here, this is 140 over here. Okay, that is what the changes over here you can do on the nmcli connections. You can modify the IP addresses, and you can bring up this if you want to modify. Okay, or you can simply see that full details connection show about this. Okay, this is the profile details over here. You can see that in detail the connection ID name over here, and it's a unique identification number for each and every profile will be created over here, and this connection stable ID if you have any, and the interface name, which means that the hardware interface name is this one. Okay, you can also customize this interface name whenever you want. Okay, and what is the type of that connectivity? It is a Ethernet connectivity, and whether it should connect automatically or not, yes, it should connect automatically. Okay, and if you want to see this, who has the permissions to do the stuff and priority and all the stuff, so connection permission do not have to anybody over here. So here if you connect, if you do a this teaming, then the connection would be a master or slave. You can change this connection type using this NMCLI as well. Okay, that is going to be covered on later classes, don't worry about it. So okay, and here the connection type, port, okay, all that information about your stuff. See this in detailed information about this. So if you want to disable IPv6, you can simply ignore this IPv6 information, simply go ahead and disable using the nmcli command as well. Okay, this is, see this, all this information about the your connection. Like that you can create n number of profiles, but at any point of time you can only activate one connection. So like customized connection for you, like one for home, one for office, or one for other public networks, or one for friends, friend places, something like that. You can create a number of profiles and activate one of the profiles, so that the IP settings, whatever the IP settings you do on that profile will be activated, and you can do that. So if you want to disable some connections or delete the connections, you can simply use that okay, nmcli connection delete over here, and say that the connection name, I just wanted to delete the home. So now nmcli connection show. So whenever you wanted to delete the connection over here, the connection should be in not in active status. Okay, if you want to see only the connection actives, then nmcli connection show -- active, which can only show active profiles, not the all the stuff. Okay, or nmcli you can also see some type of stuff, okay, whether which is running general status, okay, like which is going to be show you that all these fields which are allowed and all the information about it. Okay, and you can also use this state in general, which is connected or not, or you can also use shortcuts about your nmcli connections. Okay, like this you can use this nmcli connection to activate the profiles and see the status. Or nmcli has so many options over here. nmcli device status or device show will show you the in detail information about that device, or you can also type just so, which also show you the information about all the devices. Okay, so you can not only profile level, you can also do a device level connection and disconnection over here. If you want to connect this device, you can use connect. If you want to disconnect this device, you can disconnect this. Or if you want to monitor that device, you can simply use nmcli device monitor, which will show you that related information about that device. So sometimes if you have some packet dropping or network related issues, you can also use this tool to monitor your own connection information. Okay, nmcli monitor, okay, which will show you, but I have to have some privileges, so it will show you this all the details about that device, how the traffic is going on. Okay, all the related stuff you can able to see over here. Currently there is no traffic actually, so there's nothing is going on in between this server and other servers. That's why it does not show anything over here. That's about this nmcli tool. So I have covered so small portion of it. Actually there are so many things. Okay, if you want to do stuff you can do over here, but finally I just wanted to show you a few commands which disconnects the connection. So that's why I'm just logging to the graphical mode over here, and nmcli connection down. Okay, if you would like to bring back the connection down over here, you can simply type this one like this and see nmcli connection show the connection went down and this connection got up. And if you want to down this connection again, nmcli connection bring down this ENS33 connection over here, you can still do that. And now thus take that both the connections are brought down. Now if you want to bring up this connection, nmcli connection up, and say take ARKIT over here, now the connection got activated over here. And this IP address, see this, the IP address is 192.168.1.41 over here. Like that you can bring up, bring down, delete, modify, you can do a number of stuff over here. Or even you can also assign the permissions from the or like this example, say that the user does not have the permission to modify or do anything over here, but I just wanted to assign connection modify, take ARKIT over here. Okay, connection permissions. Okay, users, you can simply assign this username over here, user. Okay, the user is Ravi, got permission. Now you can simply go back to that user and try to modify from over here itself. nmcli connection bring down. Okay, this connection take care down, take care KIT, something like this. So here which is successfully happened because I have given the permissions to that. But if I type the other connection, example, say that I just wanted to bring down this ENS profile over here, nmcli connection show. Okay, now if I would like to bring up, example, say that connection up ENS33. Okay, now bring down. Okay, you can do, this is the stuff. But before, when we were doing the connection modifications, you do not have the permissions to do anything on the modifications. You have to add the sudo command before, but I have given the permissions to do a nmcli connection modifications and activating and bringing up and bringing down. So that's why you are able to do all these connections over here. Okay, nmcli connection delete. I just wanted to delete this connection finally. Okay, and activate this nmcli connection up ENS33. That's it about the nmcli connections. So you can see on the description for these commands, what are the commands we have typed. I am just going to write on the description itself for you to help, or you can also see the links which I can provide you to the GitHub page, where all the commands I store on the GitHub page, and those GitHub page can be accessed by anybody, and or even you can even download those repository for your reference. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Please subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos and courses. I forgot to mention that is that the GitHub page is that GitHub/tech tutorials is the Git page name. Thanks again. Please follow us on social networking sites. If you have any technical related questions, you can ask.